Wunderschönen guten Tag zu dieser Live-Reaction zum Treehouse-Event von Nintendo. Es ist keine Nintendo Direct, das haben wir jetzt schon die ganze Zeit besprochen hier im Chat. Also, ich gehe jetzt einfach mal nicht davon aus, dass ein Riesen-Hype um irgendwas geben wird. Aber wir schauen mal, ob es Neuigkeiten geben wird. Es wird ein neues Spiel von Way Forward vorgestellt, das wissen wir bereits. Die haben ja zum Beispiel Shantae gemacht. Aber es wurde auch gerade noch ein Trailer zu Bloodstained 2 gedroppt. Der ist jetzt knapp eine Stunde alt. Ich bin mal gespannt, ob wir was sehen werden, ob eine Direct angekündigt wird oder ob es einfach nur so ein bisschen wie in den letzten E3s ist, dass nochmal Spiele vorgestellt werden. Wir werden Gameplay zu Paper Mario sehen, also zu dem neuen Paper Mario and the Origami King auf der Nintendo Switch. Und die erste Wertung ist auch schon da von dem Spiel. Die Famitsu hat dem Spiel tatsächlich 36 von 40 möglichen Punkten gegeben. Also schauen wir mal, was uns erwarten wird. Ich bin sehr gespannt. Schauen wir mal. Der Chat ist auch schon ganz gespannt. Wir sind mittlerweile 1600 Leute. Erstmal herzlich willkommen an alle. Ist Uwe auch dabei? Wir wissen nicht, ob Uwe auch dabei sein wird, aber ich gehe nicht davon aus, da Uwe leider keinen Job hatte in der Corona-Pandemie. Uwe durfte dieses Mal nicht irgendwie grundlos rumbrüllen. Aber ja, eine Minute noch ungefähr und dann schauen wir mal. Ich weiß, wir wissen auch nicht, wie lange es geht. Es gibt keine Zeitangaben, gar nichts, aber vielleicht sagt man ja gleich am Anfang des Treehouse-Events irgendwas. 15 Minuten doppelter an Zuschauer. Läuft, jo. Ja. Wir sind ja auch schon ausgehungert nach Nintendo-Präsentationen. Also, vielleicht der eine oder andere Überraschung. Das kann sein, Heiko. Und wir stellen mal die Qualität automatisch fest auf 1080p. Und dann hoffen wir einfach mal. Produziert Nintendo jetzt Baumhäuser oder was? Ja, tatsächlich. Oh. Okay, geht los. Ich mache noch ein bisschen lauter. So.
Hello and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live.
Sorry, das kam unerwartet. Warum ist das doppelt? Lol.
Obviously there are some technical limitations, but we're all working very hard to bring you the best stream we possibly can. So, without further ado,
ich muss noch mal gucken.
My name is Rihanna,
die Frisur ist geil.
And I'm joined
ich muss leider noch mal
by
gucken,
Ethan,
ob hier noch irgendwas doppelt ist. Aber
and Sam, who is going to be offering some keen
Entschuldigung,
for
es tut mir
Paper
leid.
Mario, the Origami King, which is the game that
ich hab's. Sorry, meine Schuld.
An exciting new game developed by one of our
Tut mir leid.
But to get started, we have a short video prepared that kind of sets up the story for Paper Mario, the Origami King. And while that plays, Ethan is going to be providing some commentary. So please, take a look.
Cool. All right. Let's get started,
gefällt mir.
everybody. We are seeing Mario and Luigi enter Toad Town. They've been invited here by Princess Peach to join in an origami festival.
Mario Kart 9.
But something seems to be wrong. There's not a whole lot of toads to be seen. So, we are going to make our way into Princess Peach's castle to see what's going on. So, Mario's meeting Princess Peach, familiar friend, but seems to be in a
das kennen wir ja bereits. Ich finde das ganz schön düster für ein Paper Mario, diese Szene.
See how their conversation goes. Yeah-oh. So right, Mario.
Oh, das war ja überraschend.
Unceremoniously dumped into the castle dungeon, and he's got to make his way out. And he's using an ability here called the Thousandfold Arms, which we'll see later.
Ist das gleich der Start vom Spiel?
But he's uncovered his partner for this adventure, Olivia. And so now they can kind of join forces to make their escape.
Aber die Grafik ist echt hübsch, finde ich.
And as they do so, they're also going to run into a couple other familiar faces. Might recognize.
Ja, der Soundtrack ist super.
Bowser here, who finds
Mit dem werben sie auch die ganze Zeit.
Kind of folded position as well. He's not super happy about it. So the three of them now are going to try and make their escape from the castle. They get outside, and they're met by Princess Peach and somebody else.
Die sind voll gruselig. Schau einer da, aber das kennen wir ja alles schon. Wir wollen natürlich auch neue Sachen sehen.
That's right. It is none other than King Ollie, the Origami King himself, who also happens to be Olivia's brother. And he's unveiling his plan
ja, aber die Grafik ist
to take over this paper-crafted kingdom by turning everything into origami.
Viele Details und so, ne?
By wrapping up Princess Peach's castle in these 5 gigantic paper streamers, ripping it from its foundations. That's not cool at all.
Genau, den Final Bosskampf zeigen sie noch.
Olivia and Mario and Bowser are kind of left to try and make their escape. Things don't go exactly as they were planning. And the castle is dropped on top of a mountain far away. And that is where we're going to start.
Jetzt gehen wir ja in diese Open World, ne?
Hold on,
das
Mario,
haben sie auch schon
buddy,
gesagt.
wake up. Okay, Mario was kind of sleeping on the job there. So here we go.
Also es ist bis jetzt halt ein klassisches Treehouse-Event mit
as you
Gameplay,
saw,
ne?
King Ollie abducted Princess Peach's castle, but that's not all he's done. He's also folded up Bowser's minions from paper into origami. So you can see a little origami Goomba up there. Those are King Ollie's folded soldiers. And some of his other minions have gone through the world and torn these terrible holes in it. And you'll see, I think Ethan did a bit earlier, he's collecting little scraps of confetti so that he can fill in these holes and hopefully rebuild this world that was destroyed.
Also ich finde die Welt mega cool gemacht, ne? So open-worldig mäßig.
Yeah, and as the camera pitched up there,
aber woher kriegt man die
Olivia
Schnipsel?
Talking,
Wurde das nicht schon mal erklärt?
Oh, sorry, Ethan. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, as the camera pitched up, you could see that the red paper streamer in the background. And that's one of the streamers.
Also man merkt auf jeden Fall, dass es auch live ist, weil die fallen sich manchmal ins Wort. Das Problem haben wir manchmal beim Podcast auch, weil wir halt nicht gegenüber sitzen.
Oh, look at this lovely little butterfly. Growing little. Something hiding in the wall. So that's another thing that King Ollie has done, is he's taken all of the toads from Toad Town and hidden them all about the world. So you'll notice that when you first came to Toad Town, it's completely empty, and now you find them, you refill them. But now we're in a battle.
So, jetzt sind wir ja in dem Kampfsystem. Das finde ich eigentlich cool gemacht. Also da haben sie sich mal was Neues einfallen lassen.
Okay. So the battles happen in 2 different phases. You've got this ring-based puzzle portion, and then you've got your familiar Paper Mario timing-based attacks. And the way Ethan solved that puzzle is by moving all of the enemies into a position where he could attack all of them at once using this jump attack here, where he is getting excellence all down the line. Nice job, Ethan.
Thank you.
Yeah, and he's racked up all these bonuses too, which are giving him a ton of coins. Sorry, Riona, go ahead.
Sie ist ja Color Splash. Ich habe Color Splash tatsächlich nicht gespielt. Weil das Einzige, was ich von Color Splash immer mitbekommen habe, ist, dass es Tausende von Toads gibt.
And you'll see that using confetti can also help you discover little secrets, maybe
aber das ist halt reiner Eindruck. Vielleicht hole ich es irgendwann mal nach.
That you wouldn't otherwise be able to reach. And if you look up the road here, you'll see a little Koopa Troopa just hanging out. Oh, I think Ethan, he has something to say about this little Koopa Troopa.
Ja, okay, du hast recht. Oben links der Sack.
I was just actually gonna say, so you folks can notice that, like, as I'm using confetti to fill in holes.
Ja, ist halt der Situation
geschuldet, I also will need
mit
to
dem
gather
Unterbrechen.
more, and so you get it from a bunch of different sources, and you've got a little confetti bag icon in the top left of your screen, and you'll see that refill and change colors, go back to green as you gather more confetti. So you're kind of using it and then needing to find more, and it's kind of a fun cycle to go back and forth on.
Color Splash als Vorbereitung, das schaffe ich doch gar nicht mehr, Marv.
What I was going to say about the Koopa Troopas is that they are paper like Mario. So it's a kind of like paper versus origami sort of situation in this game.
Okay, jetzt haben wir schon ein bisschen komplexeren Kampf offensichtlich. Also wir sind wirklich gerade im Startgebiet.
What Ethan's gonna do here.
Das ist wirklich der Anfang vom Spiel.
A little bit different. So as you saw in the first battle, he lined all of the Goombas up in a straight line, and that's the way you get the enemies into an arrangement for your jump attack. But for a hammer attack, you want to arrange them in this kind of 2x2 formation, like the Shy Guys are right here. And when you solve the puzzle portion of the ring system of the battle, you get a 1.5 times damage.
Okay, so also du kannst es mit den stärkeren Attacken kannst du auch so ein bisschen gesplitteter
and racking up those bonuses.
Ja. Okay, nice. Ich finde das eigentlich cool, das Kampfsystem.
Nice work, Ethan.
Thanks, guys. It's good to know I've got good support and my buddies watching me here.
Ja, wir werden die Ubisoft auch machen. Am Sonntag.
I love that little pose, that little flourish that Mario does when you get an excellent on the last enemy in the line.
Yeah.
He mugs for the camera a little bit.
So we're gonna go down here and see what those Koopa Troopas were getting all flustered about. And here they are.
Also Orden, so eine Art Orden gibt es ja, ne?
So there's an entrance to a temple here that's going to become important later. And currently there is an origami Shy Guy who is causing some kind of trouble over there. So we are being asked to go take a look and probably solve some trouble.
Aber gut, du musst es ja zeitlich
with our hammer.
Aber grüß dich erstmal.
As we are wont to do.
That's the way you solve a lot of problems in this game, it turns out.
Ich freue mich auf das Spiel. Ich finde, das sieht schön aus. Und es sieht auch grafisch ansprechend aus. Leider ist die Kompressionsrate von dem Stream schon wieder ganz schön hart, ey.
Ja.
Yeah, Olivia's given you a helpful hint here about using, you can use coins to extend the timer for the ring puzzle. And I think you might need to heed her advice because this one's a little more complicated.
I'm going to add some coins on. And I'm gonna take a look here where I should move these guys.
Alter.
That doesn't look right.
Yeah, so
also du kannst dir extra Zeit kaufen für 10 Münzen. Alter, du kannst sie auch so durchschieben. Oh Gott, ey, da komme ich doch
in order to solve this puzzle, you're going to need to do
das wird ja wieder eine reine Katastrophe werden.
Which is, you can choose one of the diameter lines of the ring and slide all of the enemies along that line.
Überfordert.
Ethan is also showing off something else here, where you can pay
ich mag es aber nicht, wenn man unter Zeitdruck steht.
To cheer for you, and they'll have various different
kannst ja extra Zeit dazu kaufen.
Like there, you saw them toss
ich hoffe bloß, dass es nicht zu viele Münzen gibt. Weil dann wird's ja wieder zu einfach.
And helped Ethan out there. They also tossed some junk at the enemies, doing a little bit of
guck mal, da sitzen auch schon die ersten befreiten Toads da hinten.
Right, and as you find more toads throughout, you know, playing the game, hidden in the world, you'll see that the stands start to get more and more full, and you get more toads, obviously. They say really hilarious things while you're fighting.
Ey, das ging ja jetzt schon in 3 Richtungen, das Kampfsystem. Dieses Drehen, dann dieses nach links, nach rechts verschieben, dann noch Sachen kaufen. Oh Gott, das ist
even if you're not a completionist like me.
So we've done away with the Shy Guy here, and now we're getting a little more info about what's going on. We're going to have to collect the rest of these shell stones if we want to get
die Frage ist, bis zu welchem Punkt kannst du dir extra Zeit
kaufen. That's going to be kind
ne?
of our next goal. While we're down here, though, I had spotted something kind of suspicious looking up on top of these stands, and I'm going to check it out. So there's these cracked rocks here I'm going to hit with my hammer, and we're going to reveal one of these magic circles that we saw earlier that's going to let us use the 1,000-fold arms again. And I'm using motion control right now to extend my arms.
Also die Arme sind offensichtlich dann wirklich kontextsensitiv.
Sometimes you end up, you know, peeling away a piece of the paper landscape. But the 1,000-fold arms are really fun to use. You use them in specific spots like that.
Wird es eine kostenlose Demo geben? Ich glaube nicht, aber es gibt auf jeden Fall ein Gewinnspiel auf meinem Kanal. Wieder. Habe ich mit Nintendo schon abgepackt.
I can't leave that coin. I gotta go get it.
Please don't. Thank you, Ethan.
Coins are important. Yeah, coins you can do so many things with. Actually, I'm going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite things, which has to do with this toad. So this toad is actually going to run back to Toad Town and open an accessory shop.
Ja,
and you can buy from him or it all sorts of different accessories. Maybe Sam, can you talk a bit about accessories and how they can help out Mario?
Yeah, we'll actually get an opportunity to see some of those in action a little bit later, but the accessories are so useful. They have all kinds of different effects. One of the accessories that we'll be seeing is called Guard Plus, which helps Mario. So in the timing-based portion of the battle, not only do you have to have good timing for your attacks, but you also have to have good timing in order to block attacks from enemies and reduce the amount of damage that you're taking. And some of the accessories can help you do that.
Ich glaube, EP wird es nicht geben in diesem Spiel, soweit ich das jetzt
bekommen habe. And they do all kinds of stuff, and it's really fun to like find them and kind of incorporate them into your tool set.
For sure.
Ist ein Vollpreisspiel.
Just noticed a house there wrapped up in the red streamer. We're gonna have to come back and
ist auf jeden Fall ein Vollpreisspiel.
Those people inside will have to sit tight for the moment. Let's see. See this nice little butterfly floating up there.
So
it takes a lot of confetti to fill in that hole.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, wow.
Now that butterfly is attracted by the flowers and
XP wurden
sozusagen totally a toad.
Hast du 52 vorgestellt? Ah, nice.
They're just flapping
Vielleicht
about.
kann man sich Münzen für Echtgeld kaufen.
Yep.
Dann müsste es weniger geben.
Right, let's see. I'm gonna make my way
no,
over here.
No, he's flying, didn't you see?
Okay.
Oh, right.
Ein Flagpole.
So I didn't want to fight that guy, that little Goomba there, so I decided to run.
Ich mache jetzt mal den Dummen, der noch nie Paper Mario richtig gespielt hat. Aber gab es die Flagpoles auch in den vorherigen Teilen?
This area looks very intriguing with its.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, das ist aber nett.
Hey, what's this?
Das ist aber nett.
Yeah, folks who are Mario fans may recognize this stairway.
Okay, so werden also die Open Worlds beendet, oder wie?
I love this particular one because it just shows you that like the toads that are hidden around the environment are really in a variety of different ways. Sometimes you pull one out of a wall, and then sometimes something really dramatic like that happens. Okay, we're wanting to get through here to follow the red streamer, but this origami dog is blocking our path. So, you know what to do.
Toads sind absolut neu im Paper Mario. Nein. Das weiß ich besser.
And this little toad is another special little guy. Yeah, he's putting up his dukes, but he's gonna run back to Toad Town as well, and he's gonna open. He just mentioned the Battle Lab, which is a place that you can practice your timing for battles and things like that. So there's definitely, I mean, finding toads, you never know which toad you're gonna find. You might find one who opens a shop or all sorts of things. So.
Oh yeah.
Right, we've already got a couple extra things to do if we go back to Toad Town now, because of the toads we've rescued, which is cool.
Vielleicht gibt's aber auch nur so viele Toads, weil wir in Toad Town sind.
All right, so we are going to make our way from Picnic Road into Overlook Mountain,
das sieht ja
where
geil
the red
aus,
streamer is going. And one thing I love about playing this game is moving from like one kind of wide open environment like Picnic Road right into the next, potentially even bigger
Toads scheint es auf jeden Fall wieder eine ganze Menge zu geben.
Mountain here. And there's just tons of detail, and you're free to explore kind of at your own pace and like do what you want to do. So I love that you can just kind of move from zone to zone as you choose. Let's see.
Little shy guys.
Some sneak attack.
Lush greenery.
So Ethan has just found a collectible, which we haven't seen so far, but this is going to show up in the Toad Town. Ambush!
I got totally ambushed.
So I was saying that will show up in the Toad Town museum.
Hey, die Mucke ist so geil, ne?
You'll find all of the different collectibles.
Jetzt haben sie hier so runtergedreht, schade.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically it. We've got another battle here going. I'm excited to see
Leute, ich wünsche dir
Ethan
was. Danke dir für den Support.
knock this one out of the park.
Yeah, nice work.
Und Hyrule Krieger, danke dir für den Twitch Prime Sub, sehe ich gerade. Vielen, vielen lieben Dank.
Yeah, it's immensely satisfying to solve these ring puzzles, get that damage boost, and then do
also Grafik
absolut. When you get into the attack phase.
Also Grafik habe ich jetzt noch nichts gesehen, was mich stören würde. Das passt mal wieder vom Stil her.
And this is a wave battle, so you've got multiple groups of enemies that you're going to have to fight.
Oh, Ethan's making it look so easy.
Yeah, you're thrashing these guys.
You know me.
Ja, langweilig finde ich überhaupt nicht.
Oh, sorry, we threw you off. That was our fault.
And of course I'll leave a couple. I know.
Das frage ich mich allerdings auch. Das ist ein guter Punkt, Sven. Greifen die Gegner Enemies Turn? Okay. Es waren jetzt ganz schön viele Züge für Mario, ne?
It's almost distracting, honestly.
Was haben die gemacht? Ach, die können sich nochmal... Oh nein, man muss mehrfach...
We should mention that solving the puzzle in the battles isn't required. You can still move on.
Oh, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, sorry, Ethan.
Man muss sie nochmal anordnen.
Yeah.
Ich glaube, da kommt noch was.
Oh, okay.
Also auf jeden Fall wird ein Spiel von Way Forward gezeigt. Das haben sie ja schon gesagt.
But yeah, we were just saying that you don't need to solve the puzzle in order to move on. You can still work your way through the battle, but solving the puzzle and getting that damage boost is really going to help you rack up those bonuses like you saw Ethan get. He got a ton of coins at the end of that last battle, and the coins are so useful in this game. You might think that, you know, oh, he has
das
over
Kampfsystem ist besser als Sticker-Star habe ich ja gespielt, aber ich kann mich nicht mehr daran erinnern.
Plenty, but you can burn through those really quickly.
Definitely, and we've just entered into a battle with the shiny. Maybe, Sam, can you talk a little bit about the weapon that Ethan has chosen to use?
Yeah, so he's battling some spinies right now, which it probably wouldn't be a good idea for Mario to jump on those with his regular boots attack. So he equipped some iron boots there, which allowed him to jump on those spinies. Now your boots and your hammer, you'll always be able to use those attacks. Those will never deplete. But certain special attacks, like the iron boots that he's using there, will deplete after a while.
Orden vielleicht, ja.
Very true. And one thing that I just wanted to point out, it's very little, but something I enjoy is that when you finish a battle, the enemy kind of explodes into this like giant cloud of confetti, and it really makes you feel like it's celebrating your victory. Just little things I really enjoy.
Oh, and
here we're at Monty Mole. It's like he's hawking something and wants to know if you'd like to buy it.
Ich finde es eigentlich ganz spannend. Bis jetzt. Aber wir haben jetzt auch nur das Startgebiet gesehen, ne? Also wir... Und auch das Level of Detail ist voll geil. Du siehst halt schon oben da die Blöcke und den Speicherblock und sowas alles. Sieht das schon ganz hübsch aus.
Oh, sorry, go ahead, Ethan.
Ja, wer immer noch nicht verstanden hat, dass das hier keine Nintendo Direct ist, dem kann ich nicht mehr helfen. Das Treehouse war immer so das Gameplay vorgestellt worden.
10,000 coins is a little steep.
Oof.
Oh, jetzt doch ein paar teure.
Nah.
We can get him down to a cheaper price.
Yeah, we can do better than that, Mr. Mole.
Ooh. Well, that's not bad. 5,000.
What do you guys say?
It's getting better, but I think we can push this guy further.
Yeah, we could push it.
Man kann handeln. Also das heißt, wenn ihr die 10.000 Coins gleich am Anfang ausgebt, seid ihr selbst schuld.
I have 10,000 to start with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, 3,000.
That sounds okay.
Can we push him lower?
Boy, you're breaking this poor mole's heart.
Mario hat zu Beginn des Kampfes
I'm gonna keep going.
Or sorry, the parent.
Ethan.
Spannend. Ich hab Bock auf das Spiel.
Wow, 1,000. Nice
bargain,
Ethan.
Take it.
Hey, okay. What do you guys say? I know.
I'd say take
okay, also wir wissen auf jeden Fall, dass wir den schon mal hart runterhandeln können. Das sieht jetzt aus wie so ein...
Yeah, green
okay, es gibt auf jeden Fall Items.
Fantastic.
Nice.
Oder ist das auch nur ein Collectible?
So,
really
I think we're going to take this
NPCs.
opportunity to...
Oh, sorry, Ethan, please continue.
And we're gonna cut away here.
Blizzard,
and, we want to show you some of the boss battle action.
Okay, jetzt skippen sie zum Boss.
So I'm gonna
Hoffentlich
switch,
nicht die wir schon gesehen haben.
While I'm doing that, you guys feel free to chit chat.
Yeah, so one of the things that Ethan touched on just a little bit when we first walked into Overlook Mountain is the environments are connected.
Sieht so ein bisschen aus, als hätte die Kopfhörer einfach in die Haare gesteckt.
A world to explore, which is one of the new things about this game that I really love. In previous titles in the series,
ein Treehouse,
the environments were separated into
kannst du nur noch 500 Mal sagen, aber ein Treehouse war immer so das Gameplay vorgestellt.
But here you've got this big connected world, and it feels much more like this big place to explore where you could backtrack into areas that you've been before and maybe find some of the hidden toads or fill in some of the not bottomless holes that you might have missed. But I don't want to keep talking because we're getting to the red streamer here.
Ooh, yeah. So we've finally found the end of the red streamer that we saw earlier.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're gonna try to unravel this and maybe see if we can
Spoilern die jetzt schon die Papierschlange?
Princess Peach's castle set free. It looks like Mario's jump doesn't have enough oomph in it.
Nice save, Olivia.
Nice save, Olivia.
Triple
jinx.
In a round.
All right, so we're coming up to our very first boss battle. Maybe, Sam, can you talk to us a little bit about what's different about a boss battle?
Maestro.
Yeah, certainly. Okay. We'll see a little bit more when we actually get into things. But in the battles with regular enemies that you were seeing before, Mario was in the center of the rings, and he was arranging the enemies into patterns. And you'll see when we get into the boss battle that the boss is in the center of the rings, and you're arranging the rings to guide Mario to the center so that he can attack the boss. And the bosses are puzzles in and of themselves, so it's going to take a little bit of figuring out to try and see what does damage.
Ich denke mal, die zeigen jetzt noch den Boss-Battle und dann vielleicht noch ein, zwei andere Sachen, oder?
Definitely.
I love the boss.
I'd love to see Ethan use the toads in the boss battle because they also do different things to help Mario out, and it's quite interesting.
Ich glaube, es wird schon ein bisschen länger gehen, oder?
Yeah, so those are some of those accessories that we were talking about earlier.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I've got like guard plus on. Reduces my damage I'll take a little bit.
Right, and I think that other accessory, it adds on... Oh, sorry. You go.
Oh, no. Go ahead, Ethan. Or, sorry, I'm Rihanna.
Oh, no, it's all you.
No, I was just going to say that it looks kind of daunting at first, but it'll make a lot more sense when you see Ethan start moving. So Mario is going to travel on the path as dictated by these arrows.
Ach, das ist ja geil. Oh nein, da muss ich planen. Ich finde ja sowas geil, aber ich muss planen und ich kann nicht planen.
And he passed an envelope on the way, and that envelope gave him a hint.
Blizzard, danke dir für den Fünfer. Ja, aber heute leider nicht. Heute ist nur Treehouse. Aber vielleicht wird da noch was angekündigt, was Kleineres.
Yeah. And he passed that on icon. That was in Mario's path, so he activated it, and that turned on those magic circles, which could be useful later. Nice work.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Ich werde das so eiskalt verkacken. Vor allem die Pfeile geben ja vor, wo du langlaufst. Also die geben deinen... Oh Gott, da muss ich ja nachdenken. Und das ist auch zeitbeschränkt.
So I'm going to move this attack icon in front. And then... What else do I need to do? Looking at my arrows to build my path here. That looks good, right? Okay, here we go.
That looks... Oh, no. Oh, no, okay.
Okay.
Very good, yeah. Sorry. I thought that up arrow was in your path.
Fear not. I was born to stomp. Okay.
Okay, also die Stifte sind auf jeden Fall schon verschossen. Ich sehe mich beim Time-Over losen.
Yeah, you saw that guard plus pop up, so that that accessory that
das kann man ja leider auch nur schlecht mit dem Stream-Chat machen, weil der immer ein Delay drin
hat. This is starting to get pretty daunting.
Yeah, he's pretty unrelenting with those missile
call on
pencils.
some little bit of toad help, maybe.
Yeah, you might
Aber das kann nicht ein allzu später Boss sein. Das erste Level wurde mit 50 HP gezeigt und jetzt sind wir bei 60 HP, beziehungsweise 70 HP.
And call on my toads by spending coins.
Ooh, big
Boy,
spender.
999, you're splashing out.
High roller. All right. Sam, do you want to tell us what's going on here?
Yeah, so in addition to tossing Mario some health, the Toads also activated kind of a guideline on the battlefield. So it doesn't show you where you need to go, but rather what Mario's current path will be based on the formation of the rings as they are. And it updates in real time as Ethan was adjusting the rings.
Yeah, very hands-on
so abscheißen, ne?
Here.
Das sieht jetzt so einfach aus, weil sie es schon tausendmal gespielt haben.
Get them out and use them in the battle here. So you can use them in the environment, but also they have a role in battles as well. Ooh, my arms are going nuts there for a second. Grab with the LDR, close that lid.
Get it together, Mario.
It's more like me, actually. I think Mario's doing fine.
Nice work.
Very nice.
If you get really good at the ring system in these boss battles, you can set up this really elaborate movement structure where Mario just kind of sweeps the board and collects absolutely everything there is.
Alter, wenn irgendein Mathe-Boss kommt, ne, dann bricht das Spiel ab.
You need to damage the boss.
All right,
get him, Ethan.
Let's see, getting one more good attack here. Nice.
Stell dir vor, einer steigt in deinen Mund und springt da drin rum. Das ist irgendwie ganz eigenartig.
Oh, he got me.
Ooh.
All right. Well, we're doing some good damage.
Yeah.
See. He's definitely not
haven't
done yet.
been hit by his colored pencil missiles yet, so that's good.
No. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's right. That's another important thing to mention. You can see those like targeting reticles that are on the ring system, and Ethan has been doing a really good job of avoiding those up until now.
I think I'm gonna do one more quick attack here with the 1,000-fold arms. All right, here we go. Close that lid one more time. Kind of found a good pattern that's working for me now.
Yeah.
Okay, jetzt müsste ja der Kampf gleich vorbei sein, oder?
Right.
Boss HP, zweiter weg.
I guess we'll just jump ahead one more. Let's see. I need to bring that there. Bring this over here.
Yeah, I think Ethan touched on it very briefly, but you see those icons with the fist on them. That's an attack icon. And you need to position that in Mario's final spot in order for him to be able to take an attack action when he reaches the boss.
Man kann sich Zeit kaufen,
right, if that wasn't there, Mario would reach that spot and just fall over, which is kind of sad. Alright.
Nice block.
Immer noch, es ist das Treehouse, keine Direct. Immer noch, es ist das Treehouse, keine Direct.
He's not happy at all.
Immer noch, es ist das Treehouse, keine Direct.
Doing some damage on him, so he's getting out some sort of Gatling gun attack here.
Yeah, goodness gracious. Yeah, something tells me what you've been doing up until this point isn't gonna cut it anymore. But but I think we're gonna have to call it here, because like we said, you know, the bosses. Yeah, the bosses are puzzles, and we don't want to show you the solution to the puzzle. As you know, especially because the game is coming out in just a short amount of time. Ethan, when is everybody going to be able to get their hands on this?
So this is coming out on Friday, July 17th.
Was ich immer nicht verstehe, wenn die so eine Präsentation machen.
Lots of super fun areas to explore, and paper enemies to defeat. So please, I hope
Warum stellen die nicht vernünftige Mikros hin?
Yeah, awesome. So thank you so much, Riona, and thank you, Ethan. And as we head out, we're going to play the announcement trailer one more time for those of you who might have missed it. And also because the announcement trailer does a really good job of highlighting some of the various environments that this adventure will take you that we couldn't hope to show you in just a single Treehouse Live segment. So stay tuned for that. And and coming up, we're going to be taking a look at a brand new game. So stick around. Thanks, everyone.
Brand new game. Nee, jetzt kommt erstmal nochmal der Trailer. Ah, okay. Kurze Verschnaufpause. Ja, das kennen wir ja schon von den Original Treehouses. Ja, das ist ein guter Spaß. Wird ja nur lustig, ne? Ja, wie gesagt, also mehr habe ich erstmal nicht erwartet. Mehr als Paper Mario und das neue Game von Way Forward habe ich erstmal nicht erwartet. Bin gespannt, was das von Way Forward wird. Das sieht schon geil aus, ey. Also ich finde, vom Stil her ist das Game mega geil. Okay, habe ich Bock drauf. Wird auf jeden Fall auf Twitch gezockt. There's something, don't see. Is he battle something? Vielleicht war das ja der Hinweis, den wir jetzt kriegen. Vielleicht können wir schon am Donnerstag starten mit dem Spiel. Mal gucken. Ja, das war ja der ursprüngliche Rausschmeißer schon. Ich bin mal gespannt. Gleich geht's Treehouse weiter. Ich bin auch mal gespannt, wie lange das gehen soll. Weil keine Zeitangaben. Wir können ja mal einen kleinen Schwenk in den Chat machen. Ja, ich lasse das mal lieber. Das kriegt gleich wieder Blutdruck. 1,30 meinst du? Ich glaube, das war jetzt schon das lange, oder? Wie viele Zuschauer die haben, ja. Nerdy mit dem Kampfsystem im Livestream. Oh Gott, das wird so... Also das Kampfsystem, da sehe ich mich jetzt schon fehlen, ey. 145.000 Zuschauer. Haben wir es doch hier ein bisschen gemütlicher. Ist denn noch was passiert jetzt? Nee, okay. Ja, weil jeder brüllt, ich will haben. Und ich will haben ist nun mal nicht. Man kann sich freuen, wenn was kommt, aber ich will haben ist halt so... Ich weiß nicht. Wenn ich in meiner Kindheit, liebe Kinder, ja, wenn ich gesagt habe, ich will haben, habe ich einen Schlag auf die Finger bekommen. Ja. Oh shit. Hab dann immer gleich so, wenn ich an was gegriffen habe und Hab dem, ich will, bam, gleich auf die Finger bekommen, habe ich natürlich nicht bekommen. Ja? Die erzählt wieder vom Krieg. Ja, ich so. Ja? Immer dieses ich will. Das heißt, ich möchte bitte das, was Tiffy-Leinchen sagt. Das Ding ist, als ich mir denn ich möchte angewöhnt habe, kamen meine Eltern immer so, wir haben kein Geld. Ja, okay. Aber wenigstens habe ich nichts mehr auf die Finger bekommen. Stone Age. Ich wünsche mir. Oh, das ist schön. Ich wünsche mir ist toll. Ich will Pizza, ich auch. Ich möchte. Lol, King Chris. Nicht mal ein Avatar drin, aber nach Abos betteln. Lost. Oh.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. Before we dive in, we'd like to play a short video. This is a first reveal of a new game coming exclusively to Nintendo Switch this year. And right after, we'll see live gameplay and dig into some of the deep battle mechanics the game has to offer. So please, take a look.
Ich begiere. Okay. What the fuck? Bakugan? Warum kennen das alle? Warum kennen das alle? Und ich sitze so davor und denke so, okay, Boomer. Hä?
Hey, welcome
das sind die von
back.
Way Forward. Okay.
Champions of Vestroia. Let's introduce everyone. I'm Sam, and I'm here with Tyler from Nintendo, and two special guests.
Everyone?
We've got Steve. Hey, Tyler. We've got Steve Robert from Spin Master. Hey, Steve. Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Brawlers.
And we've got Kenny Ilko from Way Forward, one of my absolute favorite developers. And we want to shout out a special thanks to publisher Warner Brothers Interactive Entertainment. So Kenny and Steve, thank you.
Hab ich noch nie gehört.
And,
Kannst Bakugan noch mit Beyblade vergleichen. Okay.
Alright.
Hey, direkt von Schwert und Schild übernommen die Engine, oder was?
Champions of Vestroia. You are the hero.
Oh, schön. Ladezeiten.
Epic action role-playing game. With an original
Ich hoffe, das ist eine frühe Beta-Version.
TV series and toy franchise. We've designed a unique, real-time,
Was ist mit seinen Füßen?
brawling system, offering pick-up-and-play ease and layers of strategy to discover. There's plenty of depth in our game, including faction resistance, increasing your Bakugan stats via in-game progression. Plus, you can selectively modify up to 4 special ability slots for each Bakugan.
Alter, die Ladezeiten.
Before and after the battle.
Lass das bitte eine frühe Beta-Version sein.
In addition to brawling, which you'll be doing a lot of in our game, explore an RPG world across a variety of environments and engage in over 100 quests. In all, you'll collect over 80 Bakugan, plus 200 special ability types and upgrades to help you and your Bakugan become champions. Did I mention 80
Oder eine
Bakugan?
Alpha-Version? Also das,
Actually,
das sieht
it's
mega
81,
früh aus. Also
because we've listened to our fans.
Na gut, ich
and
will
we're
mich nicht
bringing back
beschweren.
Leonidas.
Ich kenne das Spiel nicht, ob das so gewollt ist, aber...
Lastly, we're proud to announce, in Bakugan, Champions of Vestroia, you can play against brawlers around the world and online, head-to-head
Sorry,
multiplayer.
es sieht halt wirklich wie eine
Alright,
frühe
Kenny,
Beta- oder
let's get a
Alpha-Version
brawl on.
aus. Als wäre da nichts los.
Alright, we'll pick up the first fight down here.
Okay.
So I'm basically jumping in a mid-story quest here. I was sent by a local kid to go and do some practicing before some tournaments coming up.
Es kommt erst November. Es kommt schon November. Das würde ich eher sagen. Ah.
Alright, the brawl's beginning.
Okay, Digimon, X Pokémon. What the fuck?
Yeah, immediately you get a sense for just how huge they are.
Okay, aber der Kampf wird ganz nett.
Yeah, the scale of the Bakugan the intent was to make sure we kept the epic feel. You know, Bakugan are anywhere from like 2, 3, 4 stories tall, so we wanted to ensure that came through in combat as much as possible. So you know, the combat system is kind of a hybrid to the TV show. As people are watching the TV show and then the toy and TCG. So, you know, we're running around here in the Hyde Matrix.
4 Staffeln gab es davon 2007.
Collecting energy cores, which are those blue hexagons on the field. Those energy cores give you the equivalent of mana in like a fantasy RPG game. So on the bottom left corner, that's my 4 abilities. Those are
you
know, essentially casting a spell. So right now I'm getting beat down a little bit as I'm talking, but I will change the course here quickly. So one thing you'll notice also with the energy core is we bring in some tactics and
vollkommen begeistert.
Just from the energy cores alone. See the core she just picked up there was a small energy glow, which means it has a lower quantity of energy that's going to supply you. The bigger the glow, the more energy you get. So now it becomes a decision of, you know, do I want to get these 1 or 2 close cores, or do I want to go for the
Ich warte noch, Zero. Aber nein.
More energy,
Bei Paper Mario sah ganz cool aus.
While deeper into the field, while passing up, you know, other options.
Ich verstehe das Kampfsystem nicht, weil
kind of interesting is like resource management where
you're having to
oder muss man die collect aufladen? The energy cores, but also plan what attacks or abilities you're going to use. Are you going to be quick to attack, or are you going to save more energy? And the strategy there.
Es gab 2 V-Games davon.
And looks like you won that brawl.
Es tut mir leid, ich bin völlig raus. Oh Gott.
Thank you.
I was going to say, by the skin of your teeth, you had 12 health left.
That was a nail biter.
I had another Bakugan in reserve.
Beyblade war eine reine Werbeshow.
You know,
Boomer am Start, ja, das kann sein.
Oh, I was just going to give a little background on story really quick. So basically where Kenny ended up there was in his last brawl in a series of a quest, because he wants to impress this local hotshot named Larry, who's organizing a local tournament. Overall, our story interweaves.
Haben übrigens wieder einige über Instant Gaming gekauft, über meinen Link. Vielen Dank dafür.
To a mysterious and abnormal earthquake activity going on in San Barbara's, which is the town of our game.
Mach das mal, Hennig.
Yeah,
bewegen sich die Charaktere oder?
But there's all of these other elements going on in the game that you're going to want to, you know, I guess constantly track on top of just your brawling strategies, right?
Das Geld sprudelt, was?
So, you know, the storyline I just picked up there that I'm quickly progressing through is hitting on the point that Steve was talking about, where that was one of your good friends. She's telling you about
es gibt keine Musik, ne? Die Animationen sind so 3DS-mäßig. Also die Schatten hätte der 3DS so nicht hinbekommen. Aber sonst...
So now I'm just kind of taking back my poster pieces that I had found for Larry. Oh, got one more quick thing to do for Larry. Pick up an item he lost here at the lake. But returning back to the combat, you know, there's a...
Naja, Pixelmelone, du kannst dich ja nicht in Stream hinsetzen, in den offiziellen Nintendo-Stream und sagen, Mann, das ist ein Kackspiel. Ich glaube, da bist du die längste Zeit bei Nintendo gewesen.
Between your Bakugan and your 4 abilities that you assign to the Bakugan, which we'll get into a little bit more here in a few minutes.
Just something that I kind of noticed that maybe others may have noticed as well is that your Bakugan you are actually talking to, but in battle they're so much larger and...
Tim, wie fühlt sich das so an, dass das die Entwickler von Shantae machen für dich?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, Bakugan are sentient beings in the universe. So What you actually also might have noticed is that the Bakugan appears slightly different, not just smaller, but a little bit different. So when Bakugan are not in battles, as they so frequently love to be in, they actually are smaller, much smaller.
Ja, also Beleidigungen oder sowas brauchen wir nicht, aber man darf schon sagen, dass wir das Spiel nicht so dolle finden.
Your Bakugan are someone that you're actually befriending as you go.
Also November
awesome.
sind ja noch
build that relationship
ne?
with your Bakugan as you continue to find more and change up your roster.
Correct.
I see a familiar face.
So there he is. Dan Kuzo.
Infamous Dan Kuzo.
Yes. So the awesome brawlers from
bin underwhelmed, ehrlich gesagt.
You're gonna get appearance from Dan here. Dan
ich suche auch die ganze Zeit nach positiven Punkten, wo ich mich daran festhalten kann, aber
streaming little information for you to help guide you through the game and get you going on your strategies and just your overall open world experience. So here he's telling us about, I just got a Baku ability card from Larry, and he's telling me how I can assign it to a new Bakugan. Again, one of the layers of strategy that you're going to have to consider is that every Bakugan ability is associated to
wir müssen am Ende noch dringend in den Nintendo-Chat schauen.
There's 5 factions: Iris, Eos, Darkus, Aquos, and Ventus. So as you collect Bakugan ability cards, as you can see, there's 5 here. There's only 4 there. You'll start to get basically what's the equivalent of a mini deck building opportunity. So you get all these cards that are part of your deck to assemble, and your deck is really just the 4 abilities that you're assigning to each Bakugan when you go into the fight.
Aber es gibt jetzt eine Overworld-Musik, aber die klingt irgendwie so.
So that's where a lot of the strategy comes in. Oh, I'm sorry.
Ich würde jetzt gerne was essen.
Oh, no,
Essen wäre toll.
Absolutely. I was just saying Larry gives me more loot here. So yeah, you are correct. That is a lot of where the strategy is coming in.
Das Ding ist halt.
So personally for you,
ich weiß.
Oh, go ahead, Tyler. Sorry.
Das Ding ist halt, Nintendo guckt sich das ja an.
What kind of strategies do you like to implement with your Bakugan? Are you more of a going in guns blazing head first, or a little more strategic on adding more kind of buffs or recovery?
So it's a good question.
Ja, Gott, Killia, danke dir für deine Mitgliedschaft. Vielen lieben Dank.
Own strategy. So again, leveraging as much as we can from the TCG and bringing that experience into the game. For the different players that'll recognize, a lot of the.
Das Problem ist, ich versuche ja immer objektiv an die Sache ranzugehen, aber es sieht auch objektiv einfach nicht gut aus. Und das ist ein bisschen schade für den kleinen Entwickler, weil ich weiß nicht, ob das so eine gute Idee war.
Balance of Aquos and all its things it can do, but if I'm coming at you with a Pyrus Dragonoid. I will just bring an aggressive attack approach.
Stellt euch vor, das wäre das Diamant Pearl Remake. Oh Gott.
She's telling us about some,
es passiert aber auch nichts. Das sieht, sie bewegt sich auch gar nicht. Sie stehen da einfach nur rum. Es passiert nichts. Das ist so schade für Way Forward, ey.
So,
alright.
Oh, nice.
Die machen gerade den Entwickler
kaputt. Indeed. So a lot of what you'll find in oh, sorry, go ahead, Sam.
Oh, I was just gonna say, now you're rocking a full team.
Oh, einer hat sich gerade über die Straße gelegt. Aber es gibt keinen Verkehr. Warum setzen da die Texturen aus? Achso, wegen dem fehlenden
Early on you'll find your initial Bakugan and then quickly pick up 2 more to fill out a minimum team of 3, and then you'll keep on finding Bakugan throughout the world by exploring.
Nintendo Chat ist am Ausrasten, stürzt sich auf Way Forward. Das ist so. Das geht wieder.
Sorry, can you back? Oh, good. I wanted you to back out of that fight so you could strategize really quick before going in.
Ich schalte mal ganz kurz in den Chat rein, ja?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so you could see as he was engaging in conversation, they were about to start a brawl, but you got a sneak peek at your opponent's lineup, and that gave you an opportunity to, as he was saying, drop out and then maybe rework your own team to counter what your opponent's going to be bringing.
Das können die nicht dieses Jahr bringen, Alter. Da müssen die noch so viel machen.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Tyler, to your question, I just got rid of that heal for some more combat attack.
Das Spiel sieht völlig unfertig aus.
Give more firepower to your pirate dragonoid.
I also hope it does.
Gab's schon das Way Forward Spiel? Du siehst es gerade.
We'll see shortly.
I do like how you're able to switch out those abilities, and I think that adds a lot of depth to the battles, not only in game, but if I'm not mistaken, you'll be taking that online as well.
Ich hab's ja schon oft genug gesagt. Ich will das jetzt nicht nochmal alles wiederholen. Aber es
correct,
ist
that's absolutely right. So, whatever team and abilities you've built up.
Das wird am Ende ein 10-Euro-Titel in der Krabbelkiste werden.
What you're able to take into an online brawl. So there's the two darkest that he's bringing into the brawl with him.
Ich will nicht allzu oft jetzt umschalten hier.
Let's do this.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, and one of the other
firepower
things,
comes in handy.
We'll see what we can do. And one of the other things that you may or may not have noticed when I was modifying my abilities on the Bakugan screen, every Bakugan has resistances to factions. So I wouldn't call it a paper, rock, scissors system by any means, but each faction has essentially two other factions that it defends well against, while it's weak against another faction. So just another layer of things to think about and ponder when you're going into battle. One of the reasons why you get that preview of who you're getting ready to go against and have the ability to make some alternate decisions.
Das ist leider auch nicht gut, weil
I have to say your opponent has been pretty quick to swap his Bakugan between the two that he has, and really fast.
Right.
Yeah, he appears to have not liked his matchup to my Dragonoid originally. So in combat, aside from your four abilities that you're working with, we actually have other things. We're early gameplay, so as you evolve,
Bakugan ist normalerweise ein Vollpreistitel.
There's other
das
things
DS-Game war um Welten besser.
That we aren't going to be able to see here, but like Bakugear are passive abilities that you kind of charge up as you play. Those are special cores that again making a tactics level decision during the real-time combat. And then another big one is team attacks. Pulling more inspiration from the TCG and toy line. If I can successfully charge up all.
Kann mir jemand sagen, ob der Charakter jemand aus der Serie ist oder so?
On my way to do, I will be able to pull off a team attack. So it's a lot about risk and reward. As I'm charging up, taking the time to charge up these guys. Obviously, as you can see, I'm taking a bit of a beating here. However, I'm hoping that the payoff
Irgendein random
from
guy.
my one large team attack is going to equal the.
Bakugan ist in den USA eine große Marke. Okay.
We hope you can pull that off. You gotta get those Bakukors.
Das muss echt enttäuschen.
Yeah, you are competing.
Ich meine, ich kenne mich nicht mit der Serie aus, aber
ich
ich sehe ja einfach eine technische Schwäche nach der anderen. Das ist so.
Oh yeah, I was just saying that you're competing with the other characters to collect those Baku cores as quickly as you can.
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. So the cores on the field are not.
Ja, darum geht's aber nicht hier vielleicht. Am Ende bezahlen trotzdem die Erwachsenen.
Again,
wenn sich die Erwachsenen immer weiter auskennen mit Videospielen,
tactics that you'll be
und wenn die sagen, nee, für so was gebe ich kein Geld aus.
There's actually Brawler Abilities as well. So there's kind of boost gear, if you will, that allow you to do things like run faster, or a force field that knocks your opponent down if you get within a close range of them.
Da passiert nichts.
Balancing the
Vielleicht sehe ich da ja irgendwas, was nicht passiert, aber
what factions you're bringing in to the into the battle, along with what you're doing at the real-time combat level here.
We're getting close.
There's my team attack.
There you go.
Team attack! Yo, one hit. That was worth it.
Und ist die Framerate zwischendurch so...
But his work is not done.
Still has one more to go.
And only
Ja,
92 left on this
ist
guy.
halt ein Treehouse, aber leider ist das Spiel nicht gut, was sie da zeigen seit 20 Minuten.
You can take a couple hits.
Oh. Ich sehe schon, die Kommentare kommen, wenn ich die Live-Reaction hochlade, ey. Oi.
But it was a big risk spending all of that time collecting those Baku cores for all of your Bakugan so that you can build up enough to do that big team attack.
Yeah,
absolutely. And the later you get into the game, the riskier.
Weil wie er erst reinpoppt, ey, das Spiel ist so im Beta-Alpha-Stadium. Oh, das könnt ihr nicht bringen, Leute.
Advantage on him, but you know, very soon in the story progression, you're going to be facing strictly 3-on-3 battles or brawls.
Well done, Kenny.
All right.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a great brawl. Epic team attack.
Nice work. So I
hoffe,
think
keiner
that's
von den
all the
vier
time
liest den Chat,
we
ey.
have today for Bakugan Champions of Vestroia. Thank you so much, Kenny and Steve, for joining us and showing us your game. Do you have any final thoughts you want to share with us before we head out?
Yeah, I just want to say we're really, really excited to be able to share the game today, and we hope our fans and beyond love playing it.
Nein.
Yeah, and thank you for the opportunity to be on Treehouse. And you know, we've loved working with Spin Master on the IP, so it's a great opportunity.
And we love working with.
Ey, das Spiel braucht mindestens noch ein Jahr Entwicklungszeit. Das tut mir so leid für die Entwickler. Das war der falscheste Augenblick, den sie hätten nehmen können.
I hope everyone enjoyed what you saw today. Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe. Bye, everyone.
Thanks for watching. Okay. Entschuldigung. Oh, Leute. Ich kann jetzt zum Sport gehen. Oh Gott. Ey, Leute, erstmal, bevor jetzt alle reinhauen, vielen lieben Dank für den Support und für das reichhaltige Einschalten. Bestimmt kommen da gute Memes. Oh. Ich bin ja echt niemand, der irgendwie groß rumhatet oder sonst was, aber Alter, was war das denn? Hab bis jetzt immer jede Direct irgendwie verteidigen können. Aber bis auf Paper Mario, wo wir ein bisschen Gameplay gesehen haben, wir schalten mal rein in den Chat. 10.000 Daumen runter. Dislike. Eieieiei. War nur ein Treehouse, das ist richtig. Aber das Game, was man so angeworben hat, extra als Special Event, das können die eigentlich Way Forward nicht antun, ne? Das ist halt schade wegen dem Entwickler. Ich weiß, dass es keine Direct war, aber das war nicht gut. Leider. Das war leider nicht gut. Wir können jetzt noch mal ich gucke noch mal nebenbei auf dem Nintendo-Kanal. Aber ob da ein neuer Trailer draußen ist? Nee. Nur Bloodstained. Bloodstained und Deadly Premonition 2, den haben sie noch hochgeladen. Schade. Es ist schade. Also muss ich echt sagen. Das habe ich doch gerade zweimal gesagt, dass es keine Direct war. Ich habe doch gesagt, dass es keine Direct war. Ich weiß, dass es keine Direct war. Es war trotzdem ein Spiel angekündigt von Way Forward. Und man hat sich gefragt, was es ist, gerade weil die halt in 2D sehr gut sind. Und da hat man ja schon irgendwie gedacht, na gut, wenn die das jetzt so speziell ankündigen in der Nintendo-Show, auch wenn es keine Direct war, dachte man schon, da kommt zumindest was qualitativ Hochwertiges. Ich hatte ja wirklich keine Erwartungen, ne? Das war heute nix. Es tut mir leid für Way Forward. Ich hoffe, dass die jetzt nicht wieder diesen Gamer-Shitstorm kriegen, den wir schon hatten. Weil das war wirklich kein gutes Spiel, was wir da gerade gesehen haben. Schade. Naja. Keine Erwartungen untertroffen, ist so. Leute, ich mache jetzt aber auch Feierabend. Ich gehe jetzt noch zum Sport. Wir sehen uns morgen wird wahrscheinlich auf Twitch gestreamt und übermorgen sehen wir uns zu Ubisoft wieder. Und danke, dass ihr so zahlreich da wart und macht nicht so doll. Ich wiederhole die Parenthese. Ja, ob das jetzt was wird. Gut. Alles klar, Leute. Ich wünsche euch was. Macht nicht so dolle. Bis dann und tschüss.